Hello, Leo. Welcome to your twin flame emergency reading. We're going to see what comes out to you for you. I actually got inspired by one of my followers, Leah, that really wanted to do these extended readings for twin flames. So here we are, especially for those that need some guidance. Let's see what is going on for you in this dynamic. Okay, we do have the Five of Pentacles coming out, the first card, which is the overall energy for the connection. So you both feel like you're missing each other. There's both of you feeling this abandonment energy, okay? Like both of you feel abandoned and rejected by one another at this point. So there is there's a yearning for the worm. There's a yearning to get back into each other's life. Both of you feel a sense of loss, sense of, going through hardship and feeling like things are not getting better while you don't have any contact. You know that feeling where you're just like, first you're like, okay, I'm good with it. And then later on, you're like, oh, I just really miss them. Like the temptation gets really high, the longing gets high. But both of you may have had some sort of abandonment issue that you are individually working on. However, you both miss each other a lot. Now, I'm going to use her deck, which is, attachment. There we go. Look at that. You got the attachment. Both of you are still attached to one another on a spiritual level. Both of you feel like even though there is no contact or minimal contact, you can't really detach yourself. And yet you both feel abandoned by each other and by the connection. Like crazy. I do see that both of you are trying to adapt yourself to the new state of mind or your new path or your new life path, but still there is this energy of I can't seem to get over them. Oh yeah, there's trauma. So there could be some sort of trauma bonding. That could be how the relationship actually started, right? It could be that both of you were dealing with some sort of trauma individually that actually got you closer to one another. And then there is the separation. And now you have some sort of trauma bonding. It's trauma attachment. Okay. This is absolutely a trauma bond attachment. And that is one of the hardest things because when both of you were feeling down or traumatized by something, you found warmth and closeness with one another. And now that there is separation, you feel like you want to get drawn back to one another. It's, yeah. Anyway, let's see what is going on for your person. How do they truly feel towards you right now? How do they truly feel towards Leo? Oh gosh. Queen of Cups. That's the first card out. King and the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Whoa. That's the first time that I'm seeing this in the Twin Flame readings. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Devil card. So this feels like emotionally you both really understood one another on like a higher level of consciousness. There was a lot of, I'm not even feeling like fixed feelings. I feel like both of you were there for one another at one sweet time. Okay. And that's what they are missing right now. Like the way that you were there for them, the way that they were there for you. So they're reminiscing all these moments where they were there for you and you were there for them. And then we do have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. So they are fixated on this, but they try to remain in control. They try to remain independent and kind of like sovereign. It also feels like when I see the King and the Queen of Cups, it feels like knowing that you're the twin flame, right? Like they know it, but still they try to maintain themselves independent and strong. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of slow movement, of being committed and taking slow approaches towards the future. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about them working on their consistency. Could be their emotional consistency, emotional vulnerability within that consistency. And it feels like to me that they are doing the proper inner work here. Okay, that doesn't mean that they are ready to move forward or to come forward, because deep down inside they do feel a rejection from either a mother or a feminine figure in their life. This could actually make them actually, how do I say that? I don't know. I'm hearing denial. I feel like there has been some sort of denial here. Like this is someone that has felt a rejection, and this rejection comes from a mother figure or a nurturing figure. So they weren't the one that were fed with a lot of care coming from the mother figure. So whether you are the feminine or you're not, it just like it shows that the mother has not been giving them the proper care, and because of that they had like some shady ways or tactics to get some sort of care. And this is something deeper, that a deeper layer that they are healing right now. Trauma bond, trauma attached. Again, we're going back to that phase, right? There is a trauma attachment here. Okay. What is going on your end? The Ten of Swords. Ouch. The Magician. The Hangman. And the Sun and the Ten of Cups. So bottom of the deck is the Empress. Now, this part of the reading is obviously the Divine Feminine. So it means that you did serve the purpose of being the Divine Feminine to this person. And that shows that you always try to co-create with them, always try to be loving, caring, and patient towards this individual. However, they may have played a partial role in you feeling defeated or feeling traumatized as well. Okay, the Ten of Swords is indicating that you still are feeling like the heaviness of this betrayal that they did to you. Now, whatever that is in the recent past, it still shows that it's lingering in your current energy. Now, with the Magician, it does feel like you got your power back out of it. You know, like it's like it was a very challenging situation, them perhaps like leaving you in a certain point of time or betraying you or not believing you. There was something that you felt like intensely betrayed by. However, it also brought you your strength, right? Like sometimes when we go through the most painful things in life, it actually brings us the power, the strength, the courage to actually move forward. It actually twists the dynamic into feeling more powerful for overcoming something that was quite challenging. So for you, Leo, you took back your power. You did not allow this person to make you feel like the victim, because the Ten of Swords could sometimes feel like, you know, it always happened to me and that person did this to me and that to me. But the power comes from not allowing those thoughts to rule your life, right? And I feel like that's what you did very beautifully there, okay? Now, the Hangman is saying that you are allowing the no contact or the pause in this dynamic to really take place because you understand the higher elevated energy of it. So the Hangman is kind of like stop self-sacrificing yourself and allowing that separation to take place in order for both of you to elevate to a higher state of consciousness. And that we see with the Sun and the Ten of Cups. So this feels like whatever this person did to you, you actually learned your lesson from it. You took back your power. You didn't allow that person to get away with it or to make you feel less powerful. No, you actually took back your power, and you're actually moving towards a phase in your life where you find true inner happiness without the attachment. So without that trauma bonding. So you did something very crucial here that really elevated you out of the painful mess that they have actually created on you. Wow. Whew, I just got like thirsty of this one. Okay, let's see where this is going. What's the outcome? And then I will go into the extended and I will check in with their next actions towards you, because it's very, I can see very clearly that they are awakening, whereas you may have left them unawakened, right? They did not, they weren't aware of the pain that they've caused. Okay, sometimes they are awakened to you being the twin flame, but sometimes they are also unawakened to the pain that they have caused to you. Okay, we've got hidden. So this person is hiding themselves, hiding their true feelings, hiding certain things from you. I don't know what it is. What is this? And we've got Gemini, so it could be because we just had like a Gemini retrograde, and now that the retrograde is over, there might be a surge of communication coming in that they've been hiding from. Okay. Well, actually, what I'm actually getting from this hidden energy is that they see your power. They see that you stop chasing them. They see that you took back control, that you are able to separate logic from the heart, and you've really learned your lesson through what this person has done. The strength card is your card, but it also does represent you showing resilience. You're not, showing any type of weakness. You are standing very strong in your pursuit of knowledge when it comes to what happened, and you do not allow yourself to be influenced by any type of lower frequencies of guilt or shame or whatever they try to do with you. So they are quite aware that you've outgrown the old dynamic where you did allow them to make you feel a certain shame or make you feel in a certain way, and that with the Five of Cups, you've already come to the conclusion or the completion that something may have been quite, how do I say that, disappointing. Okay, like their behavior or what they did to you, you acknowledge that that was just a disappointment, and that you should not, or you shall not, allow them to influence you. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if I'm making sense in that, but I honestly, I feel like they're feeling a little bit intimidated by you. That's what I see here. Like, this is someone that feels like you have taken back the power. You did not allow yourself to be the victim of what they did to you. Instead, you took your power, you took your strength. You're not showing up with any type of weakness. No, you made it your biggest power. Okay. And that itself is very intimidating, Leo. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I am going to check in with their next actions towards you in the next couple of weeks or months. And let's see what the messages are for you. Follow the link below or join on YouTube to get all access to all the extended readings. See you then. Ciao.